Alright, so once you have your car up in the air, we need to lower the exhaust, so we're going to remove the hangers up here. You can unbolt the brackets if you want to take some of the tension off. That helps kind of take some of the tension off the rubber, so the hangers will come off easier. And then you can also spray WD-40 on these things to help. Usually I just end up getting in there with a big pry bar, just kind of pushing from the sides. You know, it's hard to see these things right on top of the exhaust. But if you push really hard, drop these down. Already did the other one. Alright, now we're going to remove the rear exhaust hangers. Remove the other side, and then we're going to drop the exhaust down onto something so you don't ruin your tips. Alright, so now we're going to drop this heat shield to get access to the center support bearing. Just screwdriver under these guys, pull the little center pieces out. And then we got a 13mm here. And this will drop the drive shaft carrier as well. These are the two bolts that hold the drive shaft carrier up. So just be a little gentle with your drive shaft. Pull the shield out of the way. Be careful with the shield so you don't deform it too much. So you don't want it to end up rubbing. Alright, so now we need to cut the OEM drive shaft carrier off. I like to just put these bolts back in. It helps hold it up so it's not flopping around while you're cutting. So we're going to remove the OEM carrier. Careful, this is probably hot. We're just going to remove the rubber from all around here so we can pull the frame off first. We just need to remove this center rib. Don't remove the base layer of rubber. Alright, so I've got the drive shaft here off the car. I just wanted to explain a little bit better with better lighting and everything what exactly you need to cut. So on the OEM carrier bracket, you're going to cut right here, and that's going to allow you to spread this thing open to drop the drive shaft out of it, right? Before you're able to get the drive shaft out, there is a layer of rubber that's going to connect this bearing here, the center support bearing, to the carrier itself. And so you're going to need to cut all the way around it in order to release the drive shaft. And so what it is, you have a kind of an accordion shaped piece of rubber that's coming up that runs kind of all the way around this. So it's kind of a vertical rib with a little bit of accordion to it. And we need to remove not only the carrier, but then we need to remove all of that rubber. And you can see I've left a base layer of rubber on here, so basically removed this center rib. So cut down as flush as you can. If you leave a little bit in the middle, it's not a big deal. But don't remove this base layer of rubber. You can see here where I tried to start removing this, it's molded right onto the bearing, and it's going to be a real pain. So I've actually designed these bushings to go on top of this. So if you remove all that rubber all the way down to the middle, this will actually be loose, so don't do that. And then you can see the way these line up here. There's kind of a lip here on the right, and it's actually a flexible kind of overhang of rubber on the right side here. And so this should kind of just go right down there in that lip, and then this other side should hang off of the left, which is the rear of the vehicle. Yeah, front, back. Right, so those will just kind of clamp around there nice, and we'll go under the car here and attach it. Alright, now we're going to put the new carrier on the bushings. One side is flat and the other side has a lip on it. That lip goes to the back and the flat side goes to the front. Also, the text is on the front. You should just get a bolt going up there with you right away. So you're going to need to start one bolt for it to all hold together. If you have a friend, this is a little bit easier with an extra person. Kind of work back and forth. Alright, now get your heat shield ready, and then we're going to assemble this all. The heat shield actually has to be held up by the bolts. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one half of the isolation damper, put one up on top. You're going to put the small washer up on top. And then from the bottom, you're going to do bolt, fender washer, the other isolation damper. That's going to go through the heat shield, through everything on the other end. And you kind of just got to hold it all together. I'm going to put the rear heat shield clips back on.